Ladies, NBs, and gentlemen, oh, we're so back. Welcome to Season 12 of the Proton Splat League. I am your caster and commentator for this match, Solid Mushroom. And today we have Public Anemone versus Gold Guardians. Now it would be PSL if this wasn't slapped together at the last possible minute. This is in reference, of course, to my dear friend and league official Vincent, who put way more effort into planning this than I did into getting my layout set up. It's Splatfest, I forgot. Anyway, all that preamble out of the way, let's get started. Public Anemone versus Golden Guardians. Starting with Public Anemone, captained by Roni, featuring Bogos, Evil Chai, and Magua. I don't believe this team has played in PSL before. They might have been Season 11. I did not commentate that one. I was just busy. Still kind of am. So you probably won't hear me all that frequently. But moving on to the Bravo team, you know them, you love them. It's the Golden Guardians, captained by Whammy, featuring Oil, Mauna Loa, CEO Dre, JTH, and Named Name. Gold Guardians is always a strong contender of a team, so let's see how they hold up in this new season. Take a look at the massive modes. Since I last commentated, things have changed. For starters, there's Urchin Underpass. Secondly, there's no more Turf War. This has saddened me. But for now, we've got Splat Zones on Ship Cargo Company, Tower Control on Inkblot Art Academy, Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track, Clam Blitz on Robo Ramen, and Splat Zones again on Urchin Underpass. Let's go ahead, get into the gameplay scene. These teams have waited on me long enough. I should also go ahead and post in broadcast feed that this is happening. Alright, looks like both teams are ready to go. Public Anemone is going to be Alpha Team, Gold Guardians is going to be Bravo Team, and I have Color Lock on. So those colors you see next to the team names are going to be accurate for the entire set. Now, as for Splat Zones on Ship Cargo Company, this zone is kind of weird. It's not often that you see zones that have, like, a roof over them. But this zone is, like, partially covered from the top. This weakens some specials like Triple Ink Strike, notably. But the zone is also kind of small. It doesn't take a lot of special power to make it capable with a single Reef Slider. So let's see what these teams have in mind. Also, my apologies, I'm not currently able to read the chat. Again, this was thrown together in like maybe 7 minutes. Because I completely forgot because of Splatfest that this match was happening. So, my apologies for the lack of professionalism. But let's get to the match. It's time for Splat Zones! Seeing a lot of 5-star badges on both the Tent Umbrellas and the Chargers on some members of Public Anemone. Alright, on the side of Public Anemone, we have a Snipe Rider, the blue one. We have a an S-Blast with a Booyah Bomb. We've got a Tent Umbrella here for support, and we've got an Inkbrush Nouveau. First possession goes to Public Anemone. On the side of the Gold Guardians, we have a Reflux Milk. We have a set of Blue Dapples. Got a Blaster, and we've got a Heavy Edit Splatling bringing the cooler. Looks like Gold Guardians are able to take possession of the zone, but that brush has snuck behind and is making sure they don't keep it for long. There's the Reef Slider trying to cap. It does manage to get a pick, but the brush is quick to punish. Of course, they had cooler, so they'll be back real quick. Penalty is gone for Public Anemone, and they really wanted that one dead. Alright, that's 2 down on the side of Gold Guardians. Public Anemone solidly passing 60 points remaining. Reef Slider coming in, trying to cap the zone. It's not quite enough to flip it, but it is enough to break control. Oh, those dualies are out of there. 54 to 97, and Public Anemone is back in possession. That brush is really causing problems for Gold Guardians. Evil Chai is correct. This player does seem to mean business. 25 points remaining as the Stamp comes out as a distraction play, while the Umbrella gets 2 picks. With 5 left, Gold Guardians have to make a move. Oh, and this Reef Slider might just do it. Oh, not quite. A valiant effort, but a lot of that ink got stopped, unfortunately, by the bumper. Game 1 goes to Public Anemone. I have no idea if we're still doing the score thing, by the way. I think it's just binary win-loss at this point, because there's no turf war. Regardless, Public Anemone takes game 1, and these are going to be small. What are you doing all the way over there? There we go. Oh, and, there we go. I didn't forget. Alright, looks like we're seeing some substitutions as we go into tower control. Tower control on Inkblot Art Academy. I'm kind of mixed on this map mode combo. Like, Inkblot is one of the maps in this video game. And yeah, it looks like we are seeing quite a few substitutions here. Alright, tower control on Inkblot. Okay, I can now see the chat. Alright, let's see some tower control. On the side of Public Anemone, we again have the exact same comp, actually. We've got that pencil, the blaster, the umbrella, and the brush. Looks like Gold Guardians are taking a very different approach, though. Bringing out the bulb stringer, as well as an order slosher, a wiper, and a 52 gal. Looks like they were missing some mobile firepower in that last match. Early points on the board for both teams, but neither one has made it to the first check. Looks like Public Anemone is trying to get possession of the tower, but it just seems like there's a lot of skirmishing in mid, trying to get a numbers advantage. That's 2 down on the side of Gold Guardians. It's possible that they might be able to push here. That pencil is really out of position. There's strikes on the tower. The Behemoth doesn't get shredded, though. Oh, but that's 3 down on the side of Public Anemone. Gold Guardians pushing up. Looks like Name is on tower. They managed to secure lead. Oh, but that brush is there to cause problems. They're not quite able to get past that check. The Umbrella is causing some problems in Public Anemone's base, but it looks like they got taken care of thanks to a combination effort. Stringer is on the tower, getting past first check. The S-Blast did manage to sneak through. That's a belated wipe. Will Public Anemone start their push here, or are they going to wait and get a better position? Looks like that was a trade. Public Anemone is pushing. They're getting past that first checkpoint as best they can. They clear it. The Wiper does go down to the brush, but the brush gets got by the whales. That's a lead flip. Public Anemone made it to checkpoint 2, but no points gained on it. Gold Guardians trying to take back possession of mid. We do see an inkjet, but it gets canceled by the brush. Minute 45 left on the clock. Current scores: 60 points remaining for Gold Guardians, 56 points remaining for Public Anemone. Oh, the Stamp gets a nice kill. The Stamp gets 2 kills! Vincent popping off in the chat. Public Anemone back in possession of tower. The brush is currently aura'd up, just trying to cause problems. Aura and drinks at that. Looks like the tower's been neutralized as 2 go down on Public Anemone. Ooh, what the Stamp double! That Stamp is a menace! Speaking of menacing Stamps, looks like JDH's attempt was not really feared. That's 2 down on the side of Public Anemone. Oh, excuse me, that's, that was not JDH, that was, I believe, Oil? Yeah, JDH is the, 52. That's a lead flip, by the way! Currently, Gold Guardians are in the lead, making their way past checkpoint 2, getting towards checkpoint 3. Ooh, unfortunate bomb placement, taking out that S-Blast. JDH almost falling in the water. 8 seconds left. Gold Guardians just has to hold. Which they do. Game 2 goes to the Gold Guardians. Whoops, that's only worth 1 point. That was a very back and forth match. You'll love to see it. Alright. Game 2 goes to the Gold Guardians. And And this one is almost properly sized, too. Game 3, Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track. Looks like we are seeing a substitution, and don't worry, the next time I commentate a match, it won't be late, and it won't be this scuffed. Call it the week 1 nerves, it's because I work full-time and also Splatfest. Speaking of which, can I complain real quick? I was playing a game of Splatfest Pro, and one of my teammates led the Kraken on the enemy team to me, not once, but twice. Both times the enemy splatter shot was able to pop Kraken, they led it right to me, and it killed me. Anyway, Rainmaker Humpback Pump Track. This is a very back and forth map. There's a lot of bloodshed here. Let's watch the chaos unfold. Oh yeah, there's Bloodlust for sure. We are seeing a slight comp change on the side of Public Anemone, with the Vanilla Splatter Shot taking the place of the Tentabrella. Meanwhile, on the side of Gold Guardians, we have a V Junior. We have that Order Slosher. We have a set of Emperi Dualies, and we have a Carbon Deco. Blood will spill. Looks like Rainmaker's been popped. Neither team able to really push with it. Carbon Roller trying to pressure out the pencil, but it's not able to do it. Ooh, we're seeing a bit of a greedy play here. Oh, with the Booyah Bomb, though, and 3 down. Pedestal's painted. That's a wipeout as Public Anemone breaks through first check. Carbon Roller's trying to find a good place to shark. Maker does go down as it's 3 down on the side of Public Anemone. Gold Guardians trying to make their way back to mid. Popping Maker hopefully maybe trying to for a reset? No, they're running it. That's an ambitious run for sure. Ooh, the Rainmaker manages to get the Trizuka before getting splatted by the Ink Brush, who is currently just trying to do laps on Humpback Pump Track. Gold Guardians back in possession of Maker. Using the stamp as more of a free reload than anything. There are points on the board for Gold Guardians, but that brush is still out there and still going to cause problems. Ooh, but the Carbon Roller found them. Gold Guardians is not going to take that setback. Not going to take that setback, though. Also, I don't know what happened there. That felt like a lag spike, because I definitely saw that Maker go on the pedestal, but Nogami said no. Public Anemone back in possession of the Maker. Ooh, the splashdown, though! Even though the splashdown user got splatted, it just wasn't quite enough to save the Maker. Someone's got Aura. Trizuka comes out trying to disrupt. Manages to get a pick. The Maker is shooting. It's working with the blaster to get some good shots in. Those tri-strikes, though. Maker gets popped. 37 remaining for Public Anemone. Carbon thought they could feed, but the S-Blast was ready for him. That Maker is going to reset. Oh, no, it's not! Public Anemone able to last second push it to 18. Gold Guardians in possession. Carbon Roller trying to get some stealth kills there. 55 seconds left on the clock. Current Maker possession is in the hands of Gold Guardians. If they lose Maker, then all Public Anemone has to do is stall for the rest of the game. They're taking the sneaky path to the checkpoint. They managed to break it. Ooh, the double kill with the Rainmaker pop! Into the wipeout! With 20 seconds left on the clock, Gold Guardians are going to really struggle to bring this back at overtime. Gold Guardians are trying to strike out the Maker, but they are content to stall. There you go. Game 3 goes to Public Anemone. I promised bloodshed. There was bloodshed. Alright, that game goes to Public Anemone. Give me the sticker to make it bigger, please. Thank you. Next up, a communication error has occurred. And multiplayer maps and modes updated. Cool. The Proton Splat League, ladies and gentlemen. Give me just a moment. Alright, we're back. Clan Blitz Robo Ramen. What does the Lucky Gotcha Poll have to say? Basic level up ticket. Awesome. Alright, looks like everyone is in the lobby. I believe we're just waiting on confirmation between the teams. Alright. Clan Blitz Robo Ramen. Robo Ramen is one of the better loved maps in this game. There's a lot of side paths, but also there's a lot of good line of sight to mid. I've definitely seen quite a few Robo Ramen matches that have been very close, so this should be a good one. Especially since these teams seem to be a lot more evenly matched than some of the matches last season. What, me salty? No. Couldn't be. Alright, looks like we're just waiting on Gold Guardians to ready up. Public Anemone is ready to rock. You can't see it behind the scoreboard, but there is, in fact, a timer that's ticking down. You can't see it here either. Cool. Alright, let's claim some blitz. Who's ready for football? Alright, that looks to be the same team on the side of Public Anemone, but on the side of the Gold Guardians, we see the return of the Bulb Stringer. We see a Splatana Stamper and a Splatana Wiper, as well as the return of the Heavy Edit Splatling. The Brush immediately doing brush things. Heavy Edit having none of it. Current clam economy seems to be favoring Gold Guardians. Gold Guardians have Cooler out, but they're also 2 down. First power claim gets made on the side of Gold Guardians. Brazuka comes out trying to get rid of the clam holder. Doesn't quite do it, despite getting pretty close. Stamp comes out, but gets punished for existing. Cooler comes out. Inkjet, though, taking advantage of the fast jump back to base. Flame Holder's trying to go in, but the team is 2 down. Ah, and the Brush was doing brush things again. Public Anemone making a really aggressive push in towards Gold Guardian's base. It does get stopped, but the Trizuka manages to get a nice skill shot on the Heavy Edit Splatling. Uh-oh. That happened, like, right at 3 minutes. Both teams seem to be willing to let it ride. At least for now. We may be seeing this one run again. If I remember right, the cutoff for redos is 2 minutes 30, and that was definitely before then. We'll see if there's a staff or official ruling on this one. Definitely seems like Gold Guardians are pushing their numbers advantage. They don't quite have a football ready, but they're getting there. There's the football. And there's the score! First score in, and it's at a minute 23. And then Gold Guardians go 3 down. Public Anemone is not out of this yet. The Pity Clam appears. Gold Guardians unable to get another clam in. If Public Anemone is able to get that power clam plus 1 in, they can win this with a 3v4. And it looks like the Splattershot has aura. There's the throw! There's the lead flip! Ruling is this match is canon. 30 seconds left on the clock. And Public Anemone has managed to get halfway through their penalty. Or halfway through their points. With 20 seconds left, they just have to defend. Gold Guardians can't win if they're dead. Of course, Gold Guardians do have a numbers advantage, and they are going to try their best to push. We're in overtime. 2 power clams on the field, but they are being heavily guarded by Public Anemone. That's game. Public Anemone, with a 3v4 disadvantage, manages to clutch up in Clamblitz. Absolutely incredible work. Let's give them their flowers. And then make the flowers bigger. Alright. Looks like we are seeing a substitution as we go into the final slot zones on Urchin Underpass. I'll be honest, I didn't play as much after Urchin got added. I kind of fell off the game a bit. I'm pretty sure this is a double zone map, though. I'm willing to be wrong. I'm being told this is a small zone map. Looks like everyone's in. So far, Public Anemone has won this set, but Gold Guardians isn't out yet. A 3-2 is still respectable. Although, due to how DCs work, I will have to give Michelle the replay code. Or someone from the team will have to. Alright, just waiting on one more from Gold Guardians. Let's see it. Oh yeah, that is a small zone. On the side of Public Anemone, we have 3 of the 4 as the same, but we now have the Comet's Octobrush. Meanwhile, on the side of Gold Guardians, we have a Rapid Blaster Pro. We have a Neo Splashomatic, a 52 gal, and a Planet's Big Swig Roller. Or no, that's not Planet's Big Swig, that's Big Swig Express. Currently, the lead is in favor of Gold Guardians. They are not happy that they lost a 3v4. Public Anemone able to flip the zone. The Octobrush, again, doing brush things. Popping Kraken, trying to disrupt the Guardians. There's a lead flip. That's 3 down on the side of Public Anemone. Gold Guardians taking that zone, 77-60. We're seeing the Big Swig kind of fighting their Rain, which is good because Rain boosts passive healing. Penalty's gone. Ooh, we see a Dart kill! You'll love to see those. Gold Guardians now in the lead. Cracking out, though. Kraken causing problems, getting that zone repainted for Public Anemone. 60-38 remaining. Penalty is ticking down for Public Anemone. Gold Guardians trying. They managed to flip the zone, but it's 2 down on both sides. They widen the penalty on Public Anemone. Ooh, and a nice blaster kill. Penalty is gone. Points are ticking down now. 2:25 on the clock. It's 44-38. Strikers are getting punished for it. There's the lead flip. Public Anemone now back in the lead. Ooh, the Express managing to take out 2 before going down. The Guardians are trying to flank. They're trying to mount an attack, but they have to move fast. Because that's game. 4-1 in favor of Public Anemone. GG's. Let's give them their flowers one last time. And then again, make the flowers bigger. Don't worry, all this will be fixed next time I commentate the match. And that's it. I forgot about the trance. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was your Week 1 match of Public Anemone versus Gold Guardians. A really good one. For more exciting Splatoon action as we build up hype for Raiders, keep it tuned here to the Proton Splat League.